Well, we just got into Ompah here. We're going to head over straight to Randy's. I'm not going to film there. Randy is not a comfortable guy with public, so just as well. Now, if he'd had a few beers in him or something, that totally changed. He'd want to be the center of the video, but anyhow. Yeah, I haven't been, this is like my backyard. My best friends are all up here, and all the partying I've done the last 10 years are, oh, look at that place is up for sale now. See here, see this here? That's the road that's the one we would take to go to Crotch Lake.
Right.
Okay?
Yep.
That's the Trout Lake Hotel, folks. That's where we used to have our annual summer party. But you take this sugar bush and then that turns into a skidoo trail 9 kilometers back there, folks, and then you're in the you're on Crotch Lake, which is a really good lake to fish, which now we may end up going to because, like I said, my friend Chris here, Smitty, from the camp, I didn't know he had a skidoo. I was selling this guy firewood. I don't know if he's the same one. He had a beautiful Polaris for sale at one point. And I was going to buy it, but when I sat on it, I felt like I was like jammed up, like it was, and I just don't know. I can't remember how I used to sit on skidoos being so tall. This was all done by the community. This is a big gathering spot because there's the big ATV ride for dads here every summer. So they keep a washroom here, and you can plug in over there if you need to plug in. So actually, I used to know the people that own that house. They sold, I guess, because they don't sell the trinkets anymore. Well, we'll go see Randy, and then after that we'll head over, we'll head down River Road a little bit and see what's happening at the spring, because I'm going to show this girl that I've been talking to. One Woman's Wilderness. She's up near a place called Nobleville, but I've talked to you guys about her before. She's the one that does the off-grid, building her own cabin all by herself. Tiny little Quebecois girl, and you want to see the work she's doing. She's just, and she doesn't, like, she's not trained as a carpenter or anything, but you'd think she'd been doing it all her life. Okay, I'm going to turn you guys off because this is oh, somebody bought the place on the corner, living there. Wow. Okay, we're gonna shut this off because I'm gonna turn in to see if Randy's there, guys. Okay, we'll see you soon. Bye.
Which is just a while because we've been looking.
Because a lot of these kids that go winter camping, they don't even bother with you know, a good canvas you know, prospector tent or anything. They're just using ice fishing tents.
Oh fuck yeah.
And you know, and then of course I've watched a couple of guys that go ice fishing all the time somewhere up in northern Ontario, and they never go, like, where they're not staying overnight. They got the 2 cots and the one they have is the same size as mine. Yep. So you can put 2 cots and all that, and you're,
with these,
it's, you know, it's comparable, but I mean, to have 2 of them there on the ice next to each other,
yep,
you know, caught in each. Then, you know, you can fish both of them. You have 4 holes that you're fishing.
Like somebody on TikTok did it. They took their poles out, right? And I was thinking about doing it to mine, but I'm like, I don't want to. They glowed them. They put glow on all their rods.
Glow?
Yeah, glow paint.
Oh, I didn't know that. Who does?
You can buy.
Otter?
No, somebody took their poles out of their ice hut. I don't know what brand it was.
Yeah.
And then they glowed them all with glow paint. So when the lights are on, the glow rods are charging.
See.
And then when
how long does that last, though?
Apparently a long time.
Really?
Yeah.
Wouldn't have thought. Green Lake is another place. See, now we can ride into there. What?
There's a deer.
Oh yeah? Great. Don't tell me that.
I'm just
make me crap myself. He's like, no, not the new truck. You're not getting this new truck, you fuckers.
We can go up to that fucking.
Okay, guys, this is the Mississippi River here. Like I said, Mississippi winds all the way around. I have been out. Oh, somebody's walking through slush there. Yeah. I have been up on this side fishing with Kurt's brother. Oh yeah, we went to Randy's. No one there. Place, I mean, the wood stove's going, the dogs are inside, but there's no one there. I'm going to guess that Randy's out ice fishing. So, and I don't know, he could be an all-dayer or he might be back in an hour. So we're just heading up to the natural spring. I'll show you guys that. And now, well, here we are. We're in Ompah at the Palmerston Lake Marina, which I've known for almost all my life. And the couple that had it here before, Denis and Rose, were like family, because I mean, in the summertime I fish Palmerston Lake with my buddies up here trout fishing, and of course there's other lakes around here, but this is where we got our gas. This is everything. So I was told that a millionaire had bought this place, and that they were redoing everything and turning it into you know, a really super marina, because it's worthy of it, because out here it's, you know, major area, but closed for the winter. I'm shocked, because we used to be able to get worms and stuff. But yeah, there's the for sale sign. I'm just absolutely shocked here, guys, that it's for sale again. Oh, if I had the money for this. Anybody want to buy a marina in Ompah, Ontario, Canada? This is one nice thing, that when they bought the place, they put a 24/7 gas pump, which is nice when you're out ice fishing, or when you come back and you want to fill up your ATV or your snow machine, eh? So, see, they put a ramp here, which wasn't here before, so that you could, you know, launch your boat here. Imagine you're paying for that. It's not a free ride. But yeah, I mean, you can live here year round. I mean, I don't understand it. So where we used to launch, if you look straight ahead, it's private now, because some idiot closed it off. They didn't want us in there. It was the idiot named Frank that owns that campground, and he's an idiot. So anyway, I'm not afraid to say so, because the entire community thinks so. Anyways, this is a blue water lake, Palmerston, and you go through this little channel, and then you're into the main lake. And we were driving by, and we actually saw open water. So this is the problem that I've been talking about with the lakes around here. Even up here, if the water's open, it's not good, because up here it's colder, and a lot of the little lakes up in between the, you know, mountains and valleys up here, those lakes always freeze first, and they're cold water lake. But this is a cold water lake. But where the big spring, one of the big springs I told you I marked on my sonar here, because it shows it as dark there, because the water's more compact, and that's where I always catch my trout. Anyway, it's open there, and that goes from 50 to 110 feet of water pretty quickly there, and it's open, and it shouldn't be. And then this lake here, in the wintertime, normally when it's frozen property, there's actually an ice road that goes across it. Some people have been out on their trucks there, but it's well marked. Like, if it's safe, they put big orange markers all the way down, the Skidoo clubs and stuff. But I didn't see anything out there this year, and this is already the middle of January, so there isn't going to be an ice road out there this year. So, and that was some fun riding, eh? And see, and then over here is the motel, but it's been closed forever. But there actually used to be a bar in here at one time, live bands. I still think that, you know, if you had the right amount of money, you could live here as well. But you know, you have the marina on this beautiful lake. It's fairly well off people with nice cottages. It's one of the most beautiful lakes in Ontario. And then, you know, if you can get this motel and fix it up, I mean, you could resurrect business here. You just have to have a little bit of balls, because this is a beautiful area. We used to get hundreds, if not thousands, of snowmobilers coming through here. Like today on a Sunday, and the weather's like this, it's a bit cold. Normally there'd be skidooers going up and down like steady, and ATVers, and that used to be us on the ATVs. So yeah, I'm just in total shock. I never asked Kurt. It wasn't a conversation. It just came up. I'm going to be certainly texting him later about this, so you can see the Skidoo guys do come. But this used on a Sunday like today, this is like completely dead. But there's no reason for it. It's just everything. Like if this place was up and running, and you know, the Skidooers would be stopping in here, gassing up, coming in maybe for something like a warm, you know, muffin or something, whatever, like we used to. But it's a great place to put your boat in the summertime, and like I say, it's one of the best lakes in the water. There's at least 5 springs that I marked on my sonar in this lake, and that's like, they're just huge springs. And like I said, because the whole area is nothing but springs. So there's the old Palmerston Lake Motel. This goes back to when I was 16 years old. Anyway, what does this guy want? Probably going to get gas. Okay guys, I'm back here. I forgot about the beach. I didn't know if the beach access to Palmerston Lake would be accessible. We can drive. We were able to drive right down, you know, to the edge of the lake here, as I'm about to show you. So that's going into the main part of the lake. And if you look straight ahead, that outcropping land out there is actually an island. Go off that tip and it's 175 feet of water there. So, and there's not shoals, but as you head back towards the other end of the lake, there's spots, like I was saying, where the springs come up. I don't know how solid that is. Okay, there it is. The springs come up, and so you just drop your, what I do is I always troll in the summertime over top of those, and that's always trout there. So see that island there? That's right there around that island. It's 175 feet, but on the far side of that island and to the shore, it goes back down to 60 feet. And my friend the Newfie, Phil the Newfie, caught his first trout in this lake there. He used to come up with me all the time in the summertime. Yeah, I don't see any orange markers at all, so there's no ice road this year. So anyway, can you take a couple of flicks for me with me in front of the lake? Yeah. So there you go, guys. I don't know. Look, that sun is just killing me. I should have put my other jacket on. It's well, the beach here is shallow, but once you get out there, it gets to about 8-10 feet of water, at least in the summertime anyway. White ice, eh? Feels solid, but anyway, no ice fishing here. You could ice fish for perch, but nobody does. So there, look at here, there's a hole right there. Yeah, I think I can see it's open. Like I said, oh yeah, slush. Yeah, that's enough. I don't trust the lakes this year. I just don't. And like I said to you guys, I spent half my life coming up on this lake ice fishing back when you were allowed to ice fish. And, you know, now we just use the lake as a road to go to other lakes back off in that direction. So anyway, we'll be back. I thought I'd brought Chris here, Smitty, I mean, ice, regular fishing, you know, or water fishing, and no, I guess we haven't. So I'll keep the camera in my hand, take a few of them, okay, bud? Then I'll use them for the website and stuff. So there's a place to own, eh, right here. This is beautiful, but this beach is busy in the summertime because all the cottages are up, eh? So it's, you know, people, it's a busy place in the summertime. The fishing on the weekends it's okay, but you know, during the weekdays, if you're cottaging up here, it's better because there's nobody on the lake and the fish get settled down. But you know, it's a busy lake in the summertime on the weekends. So it's just all part of the being out here, and you know, what I call my backyard. So well, the new truck looks good sitting there, even with the snow on it. I'm getting to like this truck, people, the more I've been driving it, which is another reason I wanted to get out driving, and Smitty's with me, so it reassures me a little bit, but I'm getting used to the new truck now. So the only thing we haven't done is blast tunes, But I can guarantee you guys, when we go up to Lake Nipigon, we'll be blasting tunes all the way up there, because we'll run out of things to talk about eventually. Even with me being the yacker I am, Chris can keep up with me because he's American. We're all blabbers, but blabbermouth. And I'm even worse because I got I only found out a few years ago I was half Canadian, even though I spent most of my life here. My mother, she neglects to tell me about family I didn't even know existed up in Bruce Peninsula. And then I get, well, I've told you guys, I've told you the history of that whole thing. And I still haven't met these cousins, and I probably never will. They're just not a close side of our family. They might have been 200 years ago, but not now. All right, everyone. Well, the battery's about to die on this thing, so I'm going to shut it down. And
there you go.
Hey, everyone. We're just here at the other end of Palmerston Lake now. This is the Ark Hole Road entrance. This is where I go to the boat launch every year on Palmerston. That dam over there is the dam between this lake and Conato Lake. Conato Lake is a warm water lake. This is a cold water lake. Now, Chris was telling a story about his daughter. Go on, bud.
You're good.
Ah, you suck.
Yeah.
He's camera shy. I don't know why. He tells good stories. Oh, that's why I like fishing with him. Well, amongst other reasons. So there you go. So if you go straight up that channel, that goes all the way back to that marina that we were looking at. It turns out they're asking $765,000 for the marina. I don't know if the motel comes with that, but I got the MSL number. So if anybody's interested, you know, if you're cool people, maybe you could buy it, or you wanna lend me the money, I'll buy it and then put you in business. I'll run it for you. So look at this. There's one of us. It's not one of us, though. Yeah. I wonder if that's Brett. Wouldn't that be funny if that was Brett? He's headed out to the lake. I'm sure of that. God damn it. Now I'm regretting not bringing equipment, but I'd be so... Oh, he's heading right up the other side. Oh, okay. You know where he's headed? He's headed to those back lakes, the ones I was telling you about, like Cranberry and stuff. So
there must be ice up there for them.
Well, those are small lakes, and some of them are not even much bigger than a supersized pond. And if they're cold water lake and they're in those little valleys, they have a good chance of freezing pretty good. That's why, like, even South Portage Lake, like, that's a lake I'd consider. We probably should have took a drive up there today. I'm kind of sad we didn't.
How are you?
But South Portage is where those brookies are. But the best time to get the brookies were back in December when there was no ice.
How's your body for walking?
Me? Yeah. I don't know. I haven't been out. I'm going to have to start.
I know where there's a lake that has 6 inches right now. It's a lot of brooks.
Where? Which lake?
Round
Lake. I know Round Lake. Where is that again? Oh, Round Lake up in...
right down the road from Murphy's Point.
Oh, okay, that's a different Round Lake, because there's a Round Lake up in Golden Lake. Round Lake is up there near Eganville and all that area.
No ATVs, no sleds, all walk. You have to walk in.
Well, we got a couple. Well, no, if there's public property, you can ride an ATV on there.
No, it's not. It is. It right on the sign says. They even have gates right there, so you can't get in.
Oh, okay. Well, then that's not. That's private then.
No, you're allowed to go back there.
Yeah, I don't know. If you're allowed to walk in there, you should be able to take an ATV in there.
It's owned by the campground.
Okay, so they're controlling the access. Do you have to pay them to go on?
No, not in the winter.
Okay. No, I wouldn't waste my time then. If I can't go in with an ATV where I can escape quickly, I'm not going. Unless it's a lake I really know. Like Granite Lake, if we drove up there now, I would walk on the granite. And one of the good things about me ice fishing is I like walk. On a day like today, back 10 years ago, I'd be out in my t-shirt on my ATV sleeping and fishing. That's what we used to do. Like a day like today is a beautiful day for ice fishing. And it's the exact kind of day we used to all the time, is that we would start early in the morning and it would be cold, and then it would warm up to like it's -6 Celsius. It'd warm up nice. I'd literally be in my t-shirt on the lake like this, or another lake like this, sleeping on my ATV, the other guys doing the same thing. And then we would head over Crotch Lake to finish the day. And by the time we finished fishing at Crotch Lake around 6 p.m., it would be like -20. I literally froze my legs one year. And then that's where I warmed up my legs at Glenny's, and I really fucked up my, I have no feeling on my legs, and all the hair I lost all the hair on my legs and it never grew back. So anyway, just talking about it makes me feel that weird frozen pain. So hey Chris, can you send me can you take a couple more of those, whatever you call them, selfies? I'll film you while you film me. Just kidding. Just take 3, 4, 5, whatever, and then I can delete it, whatever I don't use. This is a good time to go do the walk around the new truck, eh guys? It looks really good sitting here. Now that the snow's, well, it needs a wash now, but it's a pickup truck. That's what they're supposed to look like. So there's my 2022 Ram 1500 Classic Hemi Warlock, and her first big trip might be in February to Lake Nipissing, but we're definitely going to be heading up to Lake Nipigon, which is 15 hours with good weather.